Also, ja, genau. Ja. Die IT in Warteposition. Das Backup. Ah ja. Ja? Es wird hemmungslos, heute wird hemmungslos alles ausgepostet in die Welt hinaus. Ja. Genau, genau. Völlig unbearbeitet.
If we change the shutter speed. I don't know what I did. It worked. Wait, how does it look, the movement? Ah, exactly. It's too slow. That's the problem.
Achso, die Adsense oder was? Gibt es ja einen Lichtzaun, also wenn man die normalen Lampen anschauen, dann ist 60
What's the second just from this
Schon gestreamt? Ja, meinst du? Ein bisschen vielleicht, damit es ein bisschen stärker wird.
Everything's allowed.
Hättest du mich lieber in der Tür oder in das Mikro?
Dear friends, colleagues, teachers, welcome to the Kunsthistorisches Museum. Sorry for my terrible English, but this conference is going to be live streamed, and it is a European project that we did together with two beautiful other museums, the National Gallery in Ljubljana and the Galeria Matička Srpska in Novi Sad, and the colleagues from Ljubljana, Aida and Michelle. Could you please stand up for a moment that everybody sees you? Michelle is the project leader, and Aida you see here. Please sit down. And from Novi Sad, we have Jelena, Miroslava, Stanislava, Ksenia, and Bojana. If you could please show up everybody sees the ladies from Novi Sad. And the guys from Vienna, which are Rolf, Barbara, Veronika, and Andrea, and me. We had a very beautiful art educational project that we developed together under the inspiring leadership of Mr. With me from Barcelona, Daniel Weiss. I don't know actually very easy now. This is Daniel Weiss. Mr. With he brought us this method, the Lego series play with me methodology that we would like to demonstrate to you, to show you in the first place what we did to the teenagers. Then in the second place, because everything in life has three parts, so the first part will be you act as the teenagers had to act with us in the last couple of months. The second part will be that we present you here the project and the structure with some ciphers and numbers and statistics. And in the third part, after the lunch, we will try together with you what we had to try with Daniel Weiss 1 year or 1.5 years ago. So we try with you together to develop this method, so to speak, in your places, to implement how it would be to implement this new approach in your museums or schools. So this is a little bit the program of the day. We will act like the teenagers, we will tell you here later on, and then we will try to start to work with you as if you were going to do the same as we did the last 1.5 years. And after all this, if you are still awake and alive, we will have a kind of final presentation and discussion here in this room again. I think you have been divided in two groups for the practical part, which is going to start right now. And I hope that most of you will have mobile phones with you. I know that there are 1 or 2 mobile phone refusers. I'm in my private life, I'm also one. But this is no problem. But I think that most of you have those kind of things with you. This is very good because this was one of our educational tricks that we included the smartphones into the workshop, which seemed to be a very smart idea that also came from Daniel Weiss. As we have so many international guests here right now, we decided to do this in English. But as language is really important in art education and in life in general, we thought that in the very beginning, for the first part of the workshop, it would be good to have one group in German for those people who do not really feel perfectly at ease in English, as me, so I will do this German group. And another group for the international guests and those who speak English very well, with Sasha. Where is Sasha actually? This is the guy who welcomed you at the welcome desk. So I think, Rolf, did I forget something very important? Otherwise I think we could start, but I would like to show you one slide. I mean, we hope that this kind of inspiration, which really came out from Lego, we did not expect this when we first met Daniel, but what then really happened was that, I don't know the English word for this, but we came on a kind of different Umlaufbahn. We reached new regions with including Lego in art education. And we hope that at the end of the day you will get a feeling of that experience that we had in the last 1.5 years. So I think, if I did not forget too much, we could now start with a with workshops and have those two groups. The one, which one is the English one, the green or the red one?
The red one.
So, Sasha. Sasha is taking the red one. Sasha is lost. So the green ones.
Everybody that has a red brick will be a part of the English.
Okay. And the green ones will stay with me. And if there are questions now, we can use this waiting for Sasha.
And we need one additional person from the German group to divide it better, who will be willing to take part in the English.
Yes. Okay. So the German-speaking colleagues, please come with me in the Lausanne Hall.
That's what I
Streaming will be back. We'll resume. That's it.
What are you doing?
Trying here. Ja. Die Gruppe ist jetzt in Bewegung. Ja. That was me. With Andreas. They see everything.
I'll probably have to change place when they are there because they will sit in front of me, no?
We'll sit around the table.
Yeah.
You will sit around the table.
Ja.
And
Welche Seite ist, glaube ich, besser, dass ich bin?
do you need Andreas on a special seat? Brauchst du einen Andreas irgendwo speziell, weil das günstig? Sag mir das gleich, weil dann kann ich ihn, nein, nicht Andreas, den Sascha, dann kann ich ihn einweisen. Wurscht?
Ja, mir geht es nur darum, ich gehe vielleicht von Anfang an. Da ist nur ein.
Ein Fenster, Gegenlicht oder
Das ist
so.
nur eins, nein, das ist nur wurscht.
Okay. Ja.
Hier auf dem großen gescheitesten ist es zu filmen. We'll see, I will have to walk around. That's important. Excellent.
Relaxed?
Okay, so relax, so I'm going to slowly. No, I'm going to do it fast.
Ja, super. Verstecken. Genau, einfach mal Platz nehmen. Was wir jetzt machen, wir müssen uns ausstellen. Das ist so wir haben den anderen Endkaufmann. So you can leave your big stuff here if you want. If not, I can just have a seat. We're going to lock the room, so. You don't need anything except your smartphones. You need to take your smartphone with you, please. And then if you'd like to have a seat, take a seat.
Also mit jemandem zusammen sind alle da, die lassen uns bezahlen.
Yeah, so you can leave your big stuff here, and then you can just have a seat.
Are you already streaming?
No, I just got an email about live streaming and school events from somebody else.
Well, so first of all, I'm going to welcome on my behalf as well. My name is Sasha, I'm one of the educators who's been conducting this workshop over the last year with teenagers. That's pretty much what we're going to be doing now. We'll do half of one of the workshops we did with youth between 14 and 18. No stress. What we've experienced though is that it depends on the group. Right? The program is amazing, so it really depends on you. But the good news, there is no wrong or right. Okay? And we'll start off right away with quite an easy task. Each one of you will get one of these little bags from me. I'd ask you to open them and put the pieces in front of you. You're not allowed to build yet. Very good. Yeah, so just open it, put it, yes, exactly. Put it in front of you. So one of the harsh things about this workshop, we have a very strict time regime, right? You have 45 seconds now to build a duck out of the six pieces in front of you. You have to use them all, and the time's running.
Okay.
You have to use all six.
No, this is mine.
Oh, this is your
invitation.
Exactly.
Let's break it.
If everyone would like to raise this up for a second, please, and if you have a look around. So looking around, comparing your duck to the others, is there anything you notice? They're all different, right? So we've been building thousands of ducks over the last year, and it hardly ever happens that two ducks look the same. Right? And that's one major message at the beginning of this workshop. As I said before, there's no wrong or right. You just have to do it. Okay. And I must say, I'm impressed because we have some versions which I've never seen before. So, ducks. Yeah, you might just want to put your duck in front of you now, and we're getting to the next step. Where you can either use the little figures in there, or you could just go for an abstract version in the center. You've got 1 minute to build a minifigure. A minifigure.
Like out of this?
Like out of this. A minifigure. 1 minute. The time's running.
Including this or not?
No, you can leave your duck aside. No need to.
Like a person, that'll probably be represent you.
About 5 seconds. So let's stop. And you've got another minute to give your minifigure superpower. Okay? So your minifigure needs a superpower now. Another minute. Superkraft. Eine Superkraft. Was ist deine Überlegung? Okay. Right. So we'll stop here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do a round, and everyone's going to explain his minifigure and his superpower to the rest of the group, please. Okay? Does anyone want to jump into the broad water and start? You all have to do it.
Yes, why
Okay.
not? But I'm very minimalistic. You see here my dog is also like Picasso minimalistic. And my superpower is a satellite. So this is the head, and here's the satellite.
Okay, great, thank you. Oh, what I forgot before, in all the steps with all the streaming and stuff, we don't even know each other's names, so perhaps there will be a moment, yeah.
Okay, so I'm Christina.
Start with the name, Christina. Thank
Yes.
you, okay.
Okay.
Yes?
So I'm Sabina, and my minifigure is about culture, which is a real gem inside, very grounded with the artifacts. And it comes to a green part, which is very connected to nature, because part of the architecture and part of the heritage is in the nature, and the superpower is the network. So all the culture networks, and at the same time it works with so many different people as well, and so many different other industries. So this is the superpower of my minifigure.
Wow. Okay. No pressure on the rest of you, huh?
Hello, I'm Violetta. This is my superpower. It was really difficult to give my the superpower because I thought, okay, my minifinger can fly and be bigger and higher and
Bigger and higher and flying. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I'm Sarah, and this is just my little green warrior. So and this green warrior's superpower, since that looked a bit like a leaf, he can take dead plants and bring them back to life.
Okay.
So he's sort of a green warrior superpower, or she, rather.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Vilma. This is the figure. It's a skeleton, and it lives in the underworld, and its superpower is that it can climb this ladder up to like our world, get someone, and then take them back down to hell again.
Very good.
Lovely.
Hello, my name is Susie, and this figure should symbolize strength, but also equilibrium. So, and well, it refers it refers to Pippi Langstrumpf, and now I found the right color of the hair. So I hope you permit me to add it. And yes.
Hello, my name is Patrick, my semi-abstract minifigure looks like this. And well, he or she has the ability of jet propulsion of air that makes him or her able to fly.
Hi, I'm Marlene. I have the big sister of the duck. The superpower is to spread love, peace, and harmony.
Love, peace, and harmony.
Yeah.
Before they're taken down to hell.
Hello, my name is Daniela. I built some kind of car. The human being, I took the one which is not perfect, and his superpower was introducing a green element, so he goes much faster because now he has two. In the first version he had just one.
Hi, I'm Michael. This is Mighty Greenhead, and he has two engines. He can fly with triple light speed without getting stress in his hair. Because it's like a shield.
I'm Andrea. This is the creative man. Creative in the nature, when man see the nature, and the superpower is to influence, to create networking, like Sabina says, and to disseminate the creative and the attention to the nature and to the environment.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Malise. This is a little guy. She has lost her voice, and therefore she needs this new tools, but she looks very angry because no man reacts to her magic, only duck.
Okay, I'm Ushka. That's the model, and the figure is actually the blue thing. So it's transparent because it's observer of everything around, like the people, I don't know, that's the clown or something, and plants. And then, so that the diversity of the world, and then sometimes like the superpower is that the figure can borrow like one layer to protect the others. My name is Martina. This is half a person, half a parrot, so they're related too. And with this it can fly even higher, and maybe it can also use it to detect metal if it doesn't break.
My name is Priska, and I made something a bit two-dimensional, I think, and I was thinking about the person, as you said, figure, and I was trying to build the person somehow, and the superpower is to shoot plants out of his arms.
Hi, my name is Michaela, and my superpower is quite simple, it's speed.
Speed. Great. Okay, so from Copenhagen, yeah, so thank you. It's making minifigures. What we're going to do now, and the workshop is also a bit of a workout, because the building is not built for workshops, so we're going to do lots of running around in the house. We run upstairs to the picture gallery in a bit, because we'll have a look at one of our art pieces. I would ask you to take your smartphone with you. You would need to, or you can use your own internet, or you could use our Wi-Fi, which is called Museum Gast. You'd have to log on to that, because we'll have a look at one particular homepage upstairs. Okay. Normally, if we're working with teenagers, they tend to panic if it doesn't work immediately. So let's just try it now, that everyone has a working internet connection. He has a tablet in, hast du keinen Smartphone dabei? Okay, du kriegst eine Tablet. The rest of you all have a smartphone?
No.
You don't? Okay. That's something which happens in classes as well, because very often you get one cool pupil who has an old Nokia one. So I just ask you to look for a partner for that activity, okay? So you just look for a partner, right? You just,
I have already contact. I don't know.
No, but you are the ones who don't have a phone. You need somebody with a phone, right?
I have a phone.
Oh, you have a phone, you just find it. Okay, sorry. Yes, very good. Okay. So yeah, again, so the Wi-Fi is Museumgast. Exactly. No, you don't.
Okay, so we'll do this. Okay, good.
When all of them from the museum that.
Fantastic. But we are Museum X, no?
Well, we are, but it's also the same bandit. It's also the same system. Let's hope it works on top.
Soll ich dir das tragen? Ja.
Give me a little
when I was not logged in, the stream was green, and when I was logged in, it was yellow. So me watching this video here was taking bandwidth from the. That's why I needed to connect. Now I'm on the museum dust. So but now we're all on the museum dust. So maybe I have problems seeing that the stream is good. But I will change to the other, or maybe that's the best.
You can put the, we're changing the fishing thing on.
The tattoo you have to turn it off.